The Gilmore Girls Advent Calendar series is over, so let's talk about everything we got. Most notably for me was the Chilton notebook with the little matching corresponding pin. The pin is a little bit of a bummer. I do think the Chilton notebook is really well branded, and I love journaling, and I also am just partial to the fact that it's silver foiled, and usually things are gold foiled, and I'm a silver girly. Probably my favorite is Lorelai's house being a keychain. We are looking for our dream home currently. I love the color blue, and I would love to have a house that resembles somewhat Lorelai's, especially the interior charm. The 2000s just give full, cozy, nostalgic, homey, charming vibes to me. So I feel like this will be a great way to visualize and manifest that. Some of the most useful products I think are the sugar bowl and the espresso coffee cup, but as someone who doesn't drink coffee, they weren't as exciting for me, but I could see how they would be for others. Slightly disappointing that they have not caught on to the fact that we don't want stuff to say Luke's Gilmore Girls. For them to just brand it as Luke's, like we know it's Gilmore Girls, put Gilmore Girls on the bottom or something if you have to for licensing purposes. But life short, talk fast is my favorite quote from the series, probably overall, so I do love the espresso cup. The little Stars Hollow gazebo trinket box I think is a one-off stunning piece. It is fantastic. It's very subtle. It doesn't say Gilmore Girls or Stars Hollow anywhere on it. It's really cute. It's really unique. And if you're a Gilmore Girls fan, you're going to know exactly what this is. Most disappointing for me was probably the pouch. I will put this in my lounge fly. I have a Gilmore Girls themed lounge fly, but I just don't see me utilizing this. I have so many reusable makeup bags and small bags that I never really reach for or do anything with. It's cute that it's branded, and so I'm wondering a way I could utilize this to use more often than not. Maybe to keep lip products and pins in my purse in a designated area, but it will go in my Luke's themed lounge fly because it's a Gilmore Girls purse. Second up would be the cookie stamp. I don't make sugar cookies, and if I do, it's once a year, and I'm also going to decorate them with royal icing. Number two, someone did mention using this as a butter stamp, which I think is really cute, but a lot of work. I think if it was an embosser and it was actually pushed out versus embedded, it might even be cuter because you could do more things with it versus this being completely flat. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know what the word is, but missed opportunity there. It's saying I smell snow is cute with the snowflake, but it's just not what I was looking for. And it does say cookie stamp on the tag. If this was smaller, you could use it as an espresso stamp, which feels more fitting with the other items. This was disappointing for me as well. I do love the packaging, and I think these are really cute. They're like little inlays from the Dragonfly Inn, or like postcards that you can write back, home to. And there's 3 for the Dragonfly and 3 for Luke's, and I think they're really cute, but useless, really, because I'm the Gilmore Girls fan. Who am I going to give and gift these to? It feels just a little unreasonable. However, I do have a recipe card box at home that I put recipes in and keep and gather, and always ask that from family members for my birthday and holidays to write me a handwritten recipe. So maybe I will utilize those for that, and that can be a little bit more special for me, but overall a little bit of a bummer. For the coasters and the napkin rings, I fall very middle of the road. I didn't need these. Are they cute? Yes, but I don't know. I don't have a Rory to my Lorelai or a Lorelai to my Rory, so I like that these are corresponding, but it just seems a little off. Like even maybe friendship bracelets or matching keychains or something like that might make more sense, but they are way better quality, and also if they were smaller, they could go in your car, and that would also make more sense. For the napkin rings, super cute, but I don't know why there's only 2. I feel like most napkin ring sets come with a set of 4. If I'm setting the table, it's usually for 4 people, not 2. I do think they're really darling, and I like the way they incorporated the dragonflies into this, but I think they'd be even cuter as like curtain clips or curtain hooks or something like that. And I don't know, overall, I just think maybe this could have been more creatively done. But I do want to make it clear that I think the use of dragonflies is really cute. Like, I like that they utilized that. Now, probably the thing I will use the most that will stay on display that makes the most sense to me is this tea towel. It is a giant tea towel, so it's just like a kitchen towel. My one little gripe is that it's not double printed, but that's not a huge deal because you hang tea towels on these little clips, and then I always double it up by clipping it here and hanging it twice. I like that Al's Pancake World, Copper Boom, the Gorilla Mask, and Omnia Apparatus, different things than what we always see are represented here. Popcorn, the yellow daisies, coffee beans, snowflakes, coffee in an IV, like pretty much everything, versus just like 3 key phrases that are repeated over and over and over, and the gazebo is in the middle. So I do really enjoy the print and like the direction they were going with this. I also like the blue and white. Like this is what we needed Vera Bradley done in, you know what I'm saying? But that's my overall thoughts. In the end, I am happy with the advent calendar, but admittedly this year I didn't buy it. I got it sent to me because I bought it last year and it organically did so well that Warner Brothers reached out to me. They are calling it a premium advent calendar, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little taken aback by the price given that there are 12 gifts in here. When you break that price down, it does make each of these items $10 a piece. Now, you might not be paying $10 for a pin or a keychain somewhere, but if it's licensed to Gilmore Girls or licensed to anything else, you probably are. And for the little trinkets, these would probably be priced around the same in retail stores, $8.99, $12.99, something like that, especially because Gilmore Girls is such a money grab for a lot of people, I feel like. So all in all, I'm happy, and I do understand the price point when it's broken down that way, but you also don't get to choose what your money's being spent on. It's an advent calendar. So I understand all sides of it. I do know that it's completely sold out in all retailers except Amazon. So if you're interested in this, I would go to my link tree underneath Amazon, and then underneath Gilmore Girls is the correct advent calendar, because people did steal my videos. So please be wary of that. Thank you guys for coming along with this series. I had seriously so much fun, and I'm very upset for it to be ending, which is why I wanted to do this like overall video with you guys and give you my final thoughts. For those of you that have tried to suck the fun out of it for me, like, it's okay to be disappointed. It is not okay to be like incredibly disapproving and like just kind of rude on my posts about me like sharing my joy for things. Don't get me wrong, there was a couple things I was disappointed about as well, and I said that in my videos, but it's just unhelpful to have people like being rude to the company or about the company on my videos, because I have to read and intake all of that negativity, and it's a lot. That is it for me and for this series for this year, but it is not the end of Gilmore Girls content, you guys. I have something really, really fun coming November into December, so stay tuned. I'm gonna take a little break for Halloween because I have a Halloween party I'm planning, so that lots of content around that.